Welcome to Portland, everyone. Just got up live. Should be live on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter Periscope. Looks like I'm getting comments from most here.
Don't talk shit to me, nigga. What you talking about, nigga? This is probably your third night out. You're excited, bro. I thought you said your first night out. I got my skateboard, but thank you. Like, bro, I don't care. Nigga, you can be black out here. Don't ever come up to my nigga and be like, get out of your butt. The people's man.
Yeegy photo in Periscope. Saying I haven't streamed on Periscope in a while. If I switch other platforms, no, I just haven't been out streaming in a while. I streamed in Minneapolis once during the Columbus statue takedown, and so this is the first time I've streamed in quite a while. We are in downtown Portland at the Justice Center. There's thousands of people here gathered tonight. Hasn't been much going on the past couple hours. I wasn't planning on going live, but I had it ready to go just in case. Just about 20 minutes ago, the cops did come by with the making an announcement saying that there's a few individuals in the crowd lighting off fireworks at the Justice Center, blah, 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 criminal activity, and then they kind of ran off. The cops just came out, a handful of them, out of the Justice Center and did announce, I heard from a distance announcing something about possibility of tear gas, and same thing they've been doing most nights here in Portland. This was the first time back at the Justice Center for a while. The protests have been scattered throughout the city the past week or so.
Yeah, that white truck keeps circling too.
Hey, can you let...
Watch out!
Watch out, guys! Hey, watch out! Give me spray? Give me spray. I don't have any spray. You have any? Thank you.
Yeah.
We don't have any spray. Yeah, but if anybody have and want to tag, keep tagging it. It's the people's man.
Thanks everyone for tuning in. Live downtown Portland right now. Should be live on YouTube, Twitter, Periscope, and Facebook at the moment. And this is night, I want to say 77 of protests here in Portland. This is the first night in a little while that has been back at the Justice Center. That's where a lot of the protests were focused, especially when the federal troops were out in the streets deployed around that time protecting the Justice Center and coming out of it. I haven't got confirmation they left. We're pretty sure they're still around. They just haven't come out. It's mostly Portland police that has been dealing with the protesters as of late, which isn't necessarily good or bad. They're just as heavy-handed, if not worse. But for the past 4 hours or so, people have been gathering here at the Justice Center, chanting, peaceful in the park. I think I counted two fireworks were fired off at the Justice Center. Again, no cops outside the building, so it wasn't fired at any individuals, just fired outside the Justice Center. That caused the police just about 20 minutes ago. They pulled up in an LRAD vehicle right at this intersection here. Protesters were actually at the front of the Justice Center, way over there, about a block that way. So the LRAD parked here, made some announcements, pointed at everybody that was over this way, saying, "Don't fireworks, blah, 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 blah," and then they zoomed off. That caused a lot of people to come to this intersection, as you can see right here. And right as people came here, some cops did come out of the building, and they made some more announcements. And here comes the police now. The cops did come out. They made some announcements saying we're going to deploy gas, pepper spray, possibly.
Police are engaging in illegal and violent behavior. Unless this ceases, the people of Portland will be forced to disband the police. Portland Police, you are in violation of ORS 166.023, committing disorderly conduct in the first degree.
I never heard them declare this an actual riot, but they're telling everybody to disperse from the area.
This is still an unlawful assembly. You need to move to the north. Move north now.
Okay, they have declared it an unlawful assembly. Again, 2 fireworks were shot off at a building with no officers outside. Now officers come out in force.
This is still an unlawful assembly. You need to move to the north. Move north now. Assembly. You need to move to the north. Move north now.
Thank you.
You need to disperse from the area. This is an unlawful assembly. Move to the west or to the north. Failure to do so could result in arrest or citation. Failure to do so could result in arrest or citation. to the west. Keep moving. Disperse from the area. This is still an unlawful assembly. You're subject to use of force and or arrest or citation if you remain. Move to the north or to the west now. This is still an unlawful assembly. You're subject to use of force and or arrest or citation if you remain. Move to the north or to the west now.
Sorry, folks, bear with me here.
This is still an unlawful assembly. You're subject to use of force and or arrest or citation if you remain. Move to the north or to the west now. This is still an unlawful assembly.
See, I'd like to point out to all the idiot trolls, especially watching on YouTube right now, notice no protester has done anything to police. Because as you've noticed, you'll wait, once the police start initiate the violence and the pepper spray and all that, that's when people will fight back. Well, because wouldn't you? But your narrative, you keep saying, is everyone's violent all the time. Once the police get violent, then you will see some violence. Defense.
Quit your job!
Officers are taking lawful action. Do not interfere. Stay on the sidewalk. Officers are taking lawful action. Do not interfere.
Oh, and if anyone's watched my live streams over the years, the term lawful action means absolutely nothing. We found it in federal court. Lawful action is a made-up term that means nothing. They can say that for anything they do. It doesn't make it lawful.
Officers are taking lawful action. Do not interfere. Stay on the sidewalk.
The LRAD truck right here.
Officers are taking lawful action. Do not interfere. Stay on the sidewalk.
Cops just moving down the road here. They just passing the Justice Center now. They kind of funneled people to the front of the building where people originally were. They're kind of still trying to funnel people that way, but there's many people outside of their funnel, so it really makes no sense what the cops are doing now. Just a show of force. As somebody asking, is LRAD a sound weapon? Yes, it's a sound weapon. There's an arrest being made. Somebody getting out of an arrest. The person was literally just in the street. That's all the reason. The cop just tried to snatch him for no reason. They got away. You know, if you see somebody get arrested and there's a couple of you around, it looks like you can de-arrest people like that. I'm not telling you to do anything, people out there, but it looks like there's enough of you. You can get friends unarrested when there's not enough cops around. So far, the only hands-on physical violence has been from the cops just now trying to arrest that person who was just standing in the street. Once the cops start gassing, pepper spraying and tear gassing people, That's when people line up to defend their comrades with shields and leaf blowers and things like that to disperse the chemicals. Cops just kind of funnel people in weird, random directions. Oh, you see some cops running after people up front here. They're just kind of isolating some groups. It appears they're going after them again. Nobody had done anything except for 2 people lit off a couple fireworks when no cops were outside earlier. So now they're just making the crowd angry, which they do every night. Because cops know only how to do this. Pointing his gun at people out the door. They were dancing in front of the car. A guy opens up the door with his gun aimed at people. That's what cops do. That's what they do. They were literally just dancing in front of the car. I thought I was seeing things, but I saw that. Yes, and then he did it again. He did it twice, right? He did it twice. Just for dancing in front of the car. That's how scared they are, and then they initiate the violence.
This is all their bullshit.
I know. Huge ass, why is the guy opening the door? It's a cop in there. There's a couple protesters here dancing in front of the car. They're dancing. And the guy in the passenger seat opens up his car with a gun. And it wasn't a less lethal ammunition gun, it was a rifle. And then he did it twice. He was in no danger. That's how fearful the cops are. Because they're trained in fear. They go to school to train to fear the citizens. There's been Unicorn Riot actually did a report on that where they studied the training manual. The guys that go around training a lot of the cops on how to do this riot control. It's a very fear-based training. Just worse training than military police. Military police actually are trained to respect, the citizenry. Cops, again, they funnel people from the other side of the Justice Center out in the front where people originally were. And now the cops are just holding a line for no reason.
Let's go. Gotta move north. Come on, guys.
You're all on the side. That's not illegal. Tell me what the fuck law you're even enforcing right now. Can you tell me? You guys don't even know what the fuck you're doing. So why do you keep doing
There's even people behind you, so you're not really making a line or really doing anything useful at the moment. See, they even realize that now. They even realize that. They do. And that's the firework. Cops do not like that. Again, if you guys are just watching, you saw the cops kind of make a line on the sidewalk. Tell people to move when there were other citizens on the other side of the police line, so it made absolutely no sense what they were trying to accomplish. I pointed it out, and then they moved. They realized they were being stupid. Not from me, I'm sure their boss saw how stupid they were being and pulled them back, but nonetheless. But for the years of covering this, that's what they do. Cops moving with quickness just ahead of us to the left here. Somebody playing the Imperial March behind the police right now.
Move now. Move to the north or the west.
Cops are going after the people playing the Imperial March right now, it looks like. They are seriously charging after the people playing the Imperial March. That's how petty they are. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. You see this? They're literally chasing the people who are playing the Imperial March down the road. They don't like music. You can't play music without pissing off the cops. This shows they're not just doing their job, it's their fucking ego. Like, literally, they're chasing the guys playing the Imperial March. That's hilarious. Wow. But now we gotta play it again. Now we gotta play it again over here.
Shut the fuck up, fascists! Shut the fuck up! Nobody believes here. Shut the fuck up! Shut the fuck up immediately! Get the fuck out of Portland! Fuck you, pig! Get the fuck out of Portland! Close that fucking door! Get the fuck out! Nobody likes you! Nobody wants you!
Bulls on parade!
Fuck you, piece of shit! Yeah, close your window! Get the fuck out of town! Get the fuck out of town, you piece of shit!
Those in the area, this gathering has been declared a riot. All persons leaving the area by traveling to the west, you are ordered to disperse immediately. Failure to comply with this order may subject you to citation or arrest, and may subject you to the use of tear gas, crowd control agents, or impact weapons.
Shut the fuck up! Shut the fuck up! Shut the fuck up! Shut the fuck up! Shut the fuck up!
Bulls on parade!
Shut the fuck up! Shut the fuck up! Shut the fuck up!
shoot less legals now. Fired some tear gas and some pepper balls and then zoomed off. So thanks for tuning in, everybody. Should be live on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter Periscope tonight. This is day, I want to say 77 in Portland protest. Back in front of the Justice Center tonight, thousands of people before the cops came out. People just chanting in front of the Justice Center. There was maybe 2 fireworks that got lit off at the Justice Center. No cops were out, so it wasn't endangering anybody, but that sent cops out with the LRAD making an announcement. Then cops came out 10 minutes later saying it's an unlawful assembly. And then, as you just saw, cops came through the crowd, they funneled people back to the front of the Justice Center again, and then pushed people west down the street. And then I saw like a water bottle get thrown at an officer. They started firing pepper balls at people, and then fired off a few rounds of tear gas indiscriminately. Now a large group of people basically walking back in the direction cops just tried to funnel people from, for apparently no real reason, because then the cops just took off. So they declared it they finally declared it a riot. As they pushed people this way, they dropped those smoke canisters, shot people with pepper balls, and zoomed off. The only thing I can assume now is they're going to come back around the other way and do a similar way. They got all the cops on the outside of those vans ready to jump out at people, and they zoomed off. So they're waiting for their moment to bring them back around. Thank you, Em. Have a good night's sleep. Good to be in Portland. Thank you. So this has basically turned into a march at this point, taking the streets. It wasn't a march before, it was just people in front of the Justice Center, some chanting. Again, that was going on for 4+ hours. People just hanging out, some light chanting for the Justice Center, 2 people light off fireworks, and cops run after the entire crowd. Again, there was no cops in the direct line of those fireworks. They were all inside. And the Portland protests before tonight, during this last week or so, have been dispersed more throughout the city. They're back now at the Justice Center where they were focused at for a good 2 months or so. pretty much where the night began here. Somebody asked me when I got to Port Lynch for Wheat on Periscope. Just yesterday, I believe. I wasn't actually planning on streaming tonight. I was just going to come and scope the scene. There's a bunch of press here, but I was ready to just in case, and thank goodness I did go live as police came out. Fortunately, nothing major happened so far. Cops just came out to show, of course, because a couple fireworks were lit off. Again, not at anybody. Cops pepperballed some people, ran through the crowd, and threw off some tear gas canisters and jetted. UGS asking, where did I come from? All over the place. I've live streamed protests all over the country. Haven't in a while, though. It's been a good minute. I definitely was in no healthy shape to do any coverage of the beginning of the George Floyd protests. So that's why you hadn't seen me out much there, just once in Minneapolis. That was one of the stranger police dispersal tactics I've seen since it really, I mean, yeah, there's not maybe as many people as there were. There's still a good 1,000+ people around. I didn't see any actual arrests. I saw an attempted arrest and people de-arrested the person. I saw a couple swarms of cops. They may have arrested a couple people then. And then cops definitely did fire some pepper balls and less lethals at some individuals that were throwing like water bottles at them as they were storming through the crowd, and they made people angry. And they're back.
Riot. All persons need to leave the area by traveling to the west. You are ordered to disperse immediately.
So the cops just pushed people around the buildings. They came back to the front of the Justice Center once again, where the night started here. And now they're back with the LRAD over there declaring this a riot. Because 2 people in a crowd of thousands lit off fireworks.
Hands up! Hands up! Hands up! Hands up! Hands up! Hands up! Don't shoot! 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 Hands up! Don't shoot!
Sorry for the shaky here, folks. Plug in my battery.
Don't shoot! Hands up! Don't shoot! Hands up! Don't shoot! Hands up! Don't shoot! Hands up! Don't shoot! Don't shoot!
To those in the area, this gathering has been declared a riot. All persons need to leave the area by traveling to the west. You are ordered to disperse immediately. Failure to comply with this order may subject you to citation or arrest, and then subject you to the use of tear gas, crowd control agents, or impact weapons.
Tear gas now.
Tear gas is being used. Disperse from the area now. Disperse.
Air's starting to get a bit thick. Oh, and I'm right downwind from this shit.
Disperse from the area now. Continue dispersing from the area. Leave the area now.
Oh, good thing I quit smoking 4 months ago. These chemicals are worse for your lungs. Cigarettes. Nice spicy face at the moment.
Black Lives Matter, amen.
No, I don't. So please kind of gas people out from the front of the Justice Center, just like a half block away now. Seem to have stopped there. And thanks for everybody for tuning in here live in Portland. It should be live on YouTube, Facebook, and Periscope, Twitter tonight. Thanks for tuning in, whatever you're on there. Wasn't planning on going live tonight, but I had this app set up just in case. And there's another dispersal warning. Probably get some more gas here in a moment.
Move to the west. You are subject to arrest. Move to the west now. This is a riot. This event has been declared a riot. Move to the west. You are ordered to disperse. Move to the west now.
cops pop those tires. Cops just pop the tires of that van back there. It's been a tactic they've been doing lately.
This event has been declared a riot. Move to the west. You are ordered to disperse.
The people literally being followed by a riot squad at the moment.
This event has been declared a riot. Move to the west. You are ordered to disperse. Move to the west now.
How far? How long?
The police are stepping up their pace.
This event has been declared a riot. Move to the west. You are ordered to disperse. Move to the west now.
All cops are fascists! All cops are fascists!
This event has been declared a riot. Move to the west. You are ordered to disperse. Move to the west now.
Cops firing off tear gas again for no reason. People are moving. Cops picking up their pace behind us for no reason. They fired tear gas in the direction they want us to go. Doing it again. Some bullshit.
It's not really that bad now. No, it's pretty mild. Oh yeah, huh?
Yeah, the gas sucks, but other people say that it's a little bit milder gas tonight. So not as
Actually smoke, I think.
corrosive of a chemical.
It's because it's not the feds. Feds have worse gas.
So the fact that they just gassed right in the path of where they were telling us to go is some utter bullshit.
They're very smart.
People were complying with their with what they wanted, and they gassed right in our path. Because as you hear people cheating behind me, yes, all cops are bastard, and that's why. Because even if you're good Apple cops, they can't do nothing to stop that bullshit. They don't exist. The system is corrupt. That's why people are protesting out here 77 days. That's why the protests have been going on across the country. People are sick of this shit. Oh, and to all you trolls in Periscope and YouTube, you're saying the same shit people have been saying for 7 years. Get something new, you fucking idiot fucks. So again, thanks for everyone joining me. We are live in Portland tonight.
Is that a through? Can anybody see, is that a through?
No,
Let's be careful, guys. It's not a through fare.
you're looking at.
No, that's a through.
People washing off tear gas in the sprinklers that just turned on. That's a good idea. It's resourceful.
Run him over! Take a right!
So again, thanks for tuning in about an hour ago, folks. Live on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter Periscope tonight here in Portland, downtown. The protests here in Portland, day 76. I may be wrong about a day or two about that, but 70 plus days of protests here in Portland. They came back in front of the Justice Center. They've been scattered throughout the city the past few nights. So back at the Justice Center tonight for 4.5 hours, 5 hours. Nothing was going on. People were chanting in front of it. 2 fireworks got lit off. Again, there were no police were outside the building. So fireworks got lit off on the outside of the Justice Center, caused the police to come outside with LRADs. The far corner of the Justice Center started telling people, stop lighting out fireworks. It caused protesters to walk behind the Justice Center. And 5-10 minutes later, some cops actually came out of the Justice Center, declared this an unlawful assembly. Nothing, again, had happened after those 2 fireworks. So nothing had happened between the cops saying, don't do fireworks, and then the cops declaring an unlawful assembly. Cops started trying to snatch people out of the crowd, which caused people to start throwing some water bottles and some paint, which caused cops to start firing at people. Again, cops instigate with the show force and the initial actions every time. People were compliant with where the cops were trying to direct them to go. As you saw maybe 5-10 minutes ago, cops were directing people west, and they started firing tear gas 30-40 yards in front of us. So we were forced, because there was a police line coming fast behind us, we were forced to walk right through the gas they had just launched. Because, as you're hearing people chant, all cops are bastards, and they like to be dicks like that. They like to. They can get away with it. They can do anything they fucking want and call it lawful action. As we heard earlier in the night, there was a cop over the PA. Officers are conducting lawful actions. Do not interfere. As I learned in federal court from a federal judge, the term lawful action in front of whatever police activity they want to put it is not a real thing. A cop can't just say, this is a lawful action over anything they're doing. They can't just make that shit up, but they do all the time, and they get away with it just about every time. Even in the federal court where the judge said they can't do that, nothing happened to these police officers. Nothing happened to the St. Louis police force. It was St. Louis. They're still being taken to court by many of us. Nothing happens to them. So they can do everything they fucking want, even when they get taken to federal court. Absolutely nothing happens individually. Nothing happens to the police force in general. Taxpayers end up having to pay. That's all that ever ends up happening. And even when these police do get fired, like Ross Amato in St. Louis, who's beating the shit out of tons of people for no reason, he just gets picked up by Jefferson County. They just move to a different police force and get paid more money. $250,000 that motherfucker's getting paid. And then he has his private business where he trains cops on how to do this shit for an extra $200,000. That guy's like almost a millionaire, just how training and beating the shit out of people. That's cops for you. The whole system is corrupt. That's why people are out there protesting. There's no good or bad apples. The whole system needs to go and be replaced. Oh no, trolls are making fun of me in the chat. Oh God, what am I gonna do? Oh no, I haven't been doing this for so many years. I don't give a fuck. Folks, if you're watching and you don't follow me already, follow me on Twitter at revolutionary_Z. That way, if I'm not live and I'm just live tweeting, which I was planning on doing tonight, you can follow the action wherever I'm at throughout the country. Be in Portland tonight, possibly the next couple days. I might be out here. We'll see. but I am around. And easy way to go to my YouTube channel when I'm live, RebZ.tv, RebZ.tv. And here's where the line of cops left off.
Who do you serve? Who do you protect? 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 Who do you serve?
Yeah, I see you! I see you! Yeah!
Who do you protect?
Put it down!
Who do you protect? Who do you serve? Who do you protect? Who do you serve?
So again, there you see citizens on the other side of the police line, and so they're really dividing nothing right now. There's people over there, there's people over on our side, so there's no real reason for this line of police. They're not really protecting or dividing anything at the moment. Can't hear what you're saying. What? The gas mask making it impossible to hear you, sir. Can't hear what you're saying. Move where?
Keep moving west.
You literally can't understand.
Moving west.
They're trying to bark orders, but you can't understand what they're saying. Well, I heard them move west from him.
This event is still a riot.
I'm trying. You guys got in front of me.
This event is still a riot. You need to disperse. Move to the west. This event is still a riot. You need to disperse. Move to the west. Get on the sidewalks. Get on the sidewalks.
I'm on the sidewalk!
Officers are taking lawful action. Officers are taking lawful action. Do not interfere.
They appear to be arresting somebody over here. They just fired tear gas over here for some reason. Like, they're right here in front of us. There's no reason to be firing. People are trying to circle the cops over there. They fired tear gas at the press and stuff over here.
Can anyone get the canisters? Save the cans. Power to the people!
I don't feel anything. If anything, I just smell damage to
The cops might have tried to make some arrest actions here, and then they all just bolted out of here again. Fired some quick tear gas and ran. The old drive-by, they love to do that. Here, we're gonna fire some chemical munitions at you and then just leave. Bolt. trolls be trolling on Periscope tonight. Y'all are so clever. Again, welcome everyone to Portland if you're just tuning in. Good to be back out live. It's been a little bit. So we are here in Portland, downtown. Protests moved back in front of the Justice Center tonight. And there were hundreds, about 1,000 or 2,000 people in front of the Justice Center for 4 or 5 hours chanting. Nothing much was happening. A couple fireworks got lit off in front of the Justice Center. There were no cops outside. It was literally a building got fireworked, a concrete building. So nothing happened. Cops came out with their LRAD warning to people to stop using fireworks, blah, blah, blah. About 10 minutes later, cops came out of the building saying it was an unlawful assembly when nothing had happened in between those 10 minutes. Within a short amount of time after that, cops declared it a riot, started making some attempts at arrests. Some water bottles and paint were thrown in defense. Cops fired a lot of tear gas and it stormed off a bunch of times. One time they were funneling us. We were all going the direction they were telling us to go. They fired multiple tear gas canisters 30, 40 yards in front of our path, forcing us, because we had a line of riot cops right behind us, forcing us to walk right through the tear gas. They knew what they were doing. That's just a punishment. That's real professional, right? You're professional. Yeah, that's... All right, folks, I am going to bring the stream down for now. I will go live again if need be. But at this point, it's just people exiting the area. The only way to know if there's going to be more actions is the police try to show up again and start. But you see people are dispersing as the police wanted people to do, in the direction police wanted people to go. And we're many blocks away at this point. Not foreseeing the police coming back around here unless people walk back or something else. So again, I will sign out for now. Take a look out for me for the next couple days. I will be in town. Again, follow me on Twitter at @revolutionary_Z, @revolutionary_Z. You can follow me on YouTube as well. Subscribe, RebZ.tv. It'll take you right to the YouTube page right now. Also on Facebook, I'm under my personal page, John Ziegler, at the moment, so you can follow me on Facebook there. Can't get this app to stream to my RebZ Facebook page for some reason. I'll have to figure that out later. But again, thank you all for watching tonight. Trolls, y'all can suck my fucking dick. You guys come up with nothing new. You're just sitting at home saying the same fucking lines for 8 years. Y'all a bunch of racist fucks. Go fuck yourself. Tell everybody else. Please have a good night. And we will see you later on.